Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Clancy animation album series. The first episode, we did a lot of drafting and initial concepts for each of the songs. Now I'm going to show you guys what I've been doing the past couple of weeks. So let's get to it. And now, after a quick outfit change, I'm ready to show you guys the progress I made on each of the 13 songs. So to start, let's go to Overcompensate. Really gonna hone in on this 9 lights thing, and then this next part's a little more interesting. So in the Overcompensate music video, Tyler does the bend symbol, but he doesn't do it in one clean take. My goal was to rotoscope him out and then maybe try to implement that into the motion animation. But since he doesn't do the full bend symbol, I'm going to show the test run I did. It was close enough, but he doesn't do the full thing. So I'm thinking about doing it myself, where I had the outfit from my last Halloween costume. But I could do the thing, and then I could rotoscope myself out, and I get the full animation piece, because I think that'd be kind of cool to do it all in one take. Because I'm gonna show basically what he does. It's like halfway through, and I can't really stitch together that well for it to be clean enough. So that's what I'm gearing towards. I just gotta find all the items again. It's like the mask, tape, jacket. It's a whole thing, but we'll see how that goes. Probably next week I need to film that part. That'd be kind of cool though. Next song, we have Next Semester. Last time I talked about having the first person car go through the yellow lines, and I think I'm really going to go through with that. The only part is I have a vectorized version of a drummer, which I'm going to try and make as much as looks like Josh as possible. But the other part of this is to have different versions of Clancy or Tyler. I don't know what I would do. I guess I could maybe freeze frame them and then image trace them and put them in that way, have them pass by pretty fast. It'd be I might actually do that. That's the more unknown thing about this Next Semester animation. Backslide, I really want to do a bicycle animation for this one, but it was proved to be a little bit difficult to do a single animation that kind of looked like Tyler riding a bike. But what I did end up choosing is having like a bike that's on the ground, almost like crashed, and then I'll have have it raining and having some lightning and flashing, maybe some leaves going everywhere. I think it'd be a nice compromise for me not being able to draw an accurate version of Tyler and have him bike as well, because I don't want to overcomplicate it, and I don't think I would even do that good of a job trying to accomplish that. So this is a more happy medium, which I'm kind of excited about because it's a little more feasible to do. Midwest Indigo, still trying to figure out this one. I decided to have them on like an ice rink kind of thing, maybe like floating. Still figuring that out. I'm just gonna maybe have someone kind of look like Tyler skating around, maybe Josh, and then maybe have him slightly play the drums. Still trying to figure that out. Might have it snow, and maybe kind of cool to have maybe some lines of ice skating as he's going around in circles. But this one's a little more up in the air. I gotta focus more on the execution of this one. So Routine to the Night. I know I wanted to do some closet themed with the bishop robes. Now I did find something on Adobe Stock that was similar enough to what the bishops wear in the story. What I'm gonna do with it, I'm not sure. I might do this wavy thing because I do have Motion 4, which allows me to do some extra animation stuff. So I might do some wavy stuff. I'm not sure if I even want to have the 8 robes around. I don't know. But I do have the robe. I just only have one perspective of it, which is a little annoying. So I can't really turn it or maybe hang it. But I need to refine this a little bit more. I haven't really paid too much attention to this one, because I do have a lot of them to focus on. Vignette, this one's kind of coming along. So I have the neon gravestone, and I'll have the zombie hand appearing from the ground. Now this one would be cool. I might use the puppet tool to manipulate the hand to make it come out of the ground a little more realistic. I would have I have a lot of reference material from other things. Obviously in the Paladin Straight music video, they show that, so maybe I'll try to use that. But not too worried about Vignette. As we move on to the Craving, I can't really think of a good idea for this one. That's why I just have like an old time like slideshow or slide projector thing or movie thing. It'd be kind of cool. Maybe have this spinning, and then I could have it like flashing, almost like the different perspective. Because I know in the Craving music video, we see the projector screen, but not what's the actual machine itself. So maybe kind of cool to just a different perspective of that. Lavish. I know I talked about having like a sign, like a lavish looking sign. But I did have some thoughts about some of the lines he says about like a Capri Sun and a famous wine or champagne. Maybe trying to either have the juice like decrease in size, it's being sipped, or have a back and forth between the two drinks. I'm still trying to figure that out. Trying to see what I want to really do with this one, because there's a couple different options I could do, but kind of lean towards the Capri Sun because I know it's pretty iconic with that song. So we have navigating. This one I'm gonna have Josh, or the torchbearer. He's gonna have the flame torchbearer, and or the torch, and it's gonna probably illuminate the scene, and then I'll probably go back down, and that's how I'll probably loop like that. I have a lot of experience with some fire animation stuff, pixels, so be it. But yeah, I'm trying. That's what I'm really towards gearing. It's really just getting a clean shot of torchbearer, because there's not really one of him where he's just like standing still with the torch in his hand. This one's come on more of a slant, which I'm not too happy about, but I might try to either manipulate this one, or maybe try to have trying to find some other material, work off of that. Now we do have snapback. I know I talked about having the garage doors, like the ending scene of the music video. The garage door open with the lights of the car flashing in. So this is a perspective of being in the garage and looking out into the outdoors. This one I'm pretty set on. This one's more executing of what I want the scene to look like in the garage, and then maybe how the garage door is gonna open up, whether it be like straight up or maybe like some perspective thing will come over. But yeah, this is just a basic scene for that. Now we do have Oldie Station, which is probably one of the more excited to do, because it won't be that hard, but I think the execution can look really nice. This one's just going to cycle through different eras of the 21 Pilots logos and different colors, and then the different like music notes will pop out coming out, and then they'll also change color as it changes different eras. Might have logos somewhere around the radio. And I think it'd be kind of cool. It's a little more simple, but I think this one won't give me that much trouble. Now, at the risk of feeling dumb, I know I talked about having like a building. I think I might have it like shake a little bit, because they are playing pretty loud at the top of a building. I think in Ohio. But yeah, maybe have some music notes blaring out. I thought about having some mini version of them, but I think that might be a little bit too small. But this is kind of the direction I'm going with this one. Not too worried about that one. There's way more I need to hone in on, lock in for. So we do have Paladin Straight. This one I want to mimic the Clancy journal that came out shortly after the album came out, and that's with the 9 Demon Towers. And then I'm gonna try to recreate that, and then maybe have them on fire, because I know there's a lot of static shots of them being on fire. And also the album leads to that a lot of the time. And also the tour, the Clancy tour, they're also on fire that as well. So I think it'd be kind of cool. Maybe some slow fire. I thought about doing explosion. I've tried to do that before. I know the Heavy Dirty Soul animation I did a while ago, that initial concept was gonna have the car explode, but it was a little bit too difficult. This one I probably won't do that. Maybe eventually I'll figure it out. But yeah, for the Demon Towers, I want to make it so there's a constant fire, maybe a more realistic fire, maybe, because I've done like pixel fires, but I probably won't go that route. And yeah, that's just a snapshot of all how the 13 songs are going. So I think it's going pretty well. I have some basic ideas for all of them, and then it's all about getting the finalized assets in before I move it over to After Effects, and that's going to be a big part of that. But once I get everything laid out, I have a plan for all of them, and then just sequencing is finalized. It won't be that hard to do some of the animations. I already have an idea of what's going to be happening for all of them. It's just more so about executing all different ideas and just getting it all down together and then having a concrete plan. But yeah, I'm really excited for this project. About like week 2 or week 3 of this thing, but it's coming along nice. Hopefully with the next 2-3 weeks, we'll get some of these done, and then I'm really looking forward to showing you guys the final results for that. So I'll see you guys on the next one.